in the car with a random thought. I got a new phone holder. I'm trying it out. It looks like it's too up in my face. But I do have a topic that I want to share that I'll be looking into later, a little bit more into. But for now, I'm just thinking about how to say it first. Or just say it, right? Just say it. So, I got a YouTube channel and I can say my thoughts, my views, my voice. And I can talk about me and how I see things within me, within the world, and how I perceive it to be, and I can share. And I can share. And I love to share. And brain dump and just get it out. And as I think about back in the day or different times in my life when I didn't some things I couldn't talk about with everybody, or some things people just didn't understand. And now, as I look more into myself and get more clarity into myself, and have gone through quite a bit of what they call journey. It makes me happy to be able to share, because if I would have had this back in the day, to be able to listen to somebody that shared from their perspective, from their views, from their experience, and as I got older, I found out those things have helped me and continue to help me even to this day as I continue to learn. I love learning. And not to say that I would do things that people say or pick up on their perspective, but I take it and put my own sauce on it, put my own feelings on it, and some things resonate, some things don't, things of that nature. And so today, what I think about is I was at work one day, and so we were just joking around. There's so many different co-workers when you work in a large hospital workplace environment, so you can't narrow things down, or who are you talking to, who are you talking about, you'll never freaking know. So anyway, so we were talking, and I was like, I'm hungry, I want something to eat. I'm gonna have to go get something to eat. And they reached in their pocket and they was like, here. And I was like, you had that in your pocket, sitting next to your gonads, it's all smushed up. You think I'm gonna eat that? And then they was like, well, I was raised poor, and I would eat it. And I was like, no, you didn't. Okay. All right, no, you didn't. I said, look, just because I was raised in the ghetto don't mean that I will continue, or don't mean that I have to eat something that I consider nasty because I'm hungry. you know, like beggars don't be choosy or something like that, or you know, or you too good to, yeah, I am too good to eat that mess. No, I don't want that from your pocket all smushed up. And it was like, you know, and sometime in the hospital they have these and you can get them from Costco's too, these peanut butter and jelly thingamajigs. You can eat them cold, or you can warm it up, and it's looked like a beef patty, a flat round beef patty or something, but it's peanut butter and jelly, and you know, they're individually wrapped or whatever. But you know, we were just joking about that. But I guess I got went all in when he mentioned I'm poor, I'd eat anything or whatever. And I'm like, just because, you know, I may have been raised in the ghetto, and I may have been, there have been plenty of times I didn't have no food and this and that or whatever. No, I'm not. I'm not good enough to where I can't eat this or that, you know, because somebody offered me something if I'm hungry. But no, I have a right, even if I am still living in the ghetto, to say no, what I, you know, and know what I like and don't like. And figure out how to go on and get my own, you know. It's not that I'm disrespecting you or trying to disrespect you. But with this person, I you know, I had to go all in, and he went all in on me. And it's just love like that, you know. But it just made me think, like, and you know what it made me think of is like giving, you know, donating to the homeless. You know how they say, bring your cans of food in, and we're going to donate this to the homeless. Or if you're in a homeless shelter or visit a homeless shelter, you notice different organizations or different individuals, even to the hospital, will bring by, okay, in the homeless shelter, they'll bring by expired foods, things that are expired, things that you don't want, and say they can eat, you know, they're homeless, they eat anything, or they shouldn't complain, they're homeless, they can eat this, you know, I don't want it, it's expired, it's 10 years old, expired, they can eat it. And that's why, in a way, like in Florida, you can get in trouble for giving the homeless people anything, right? It used to be back in the day, somebody told me that, or I, you know, experienced that, because they was like, don't be giving nobody nothing because you can get arrested. And then I think it was here, I don't know where it was, what state it was, where they fine people for feeding people. You know how they bring out they'll cook at home and they'll bring styrofoams of food and feed it to people. And it's a good thing that there's a watch on that, you know, where you can get fined, because you never know if people are feeding people poison or things to make them sick, because, you know, there's all types of people in the world. You got the good, the bad, the evil, and not so nice. So it is protection for that, you know. And just because people don't have, or I feel as though, it's just my perspective, and I can only talk about me, is that just because people don't have, or they may be in a situation that you may feel as though, you know, they can't be choosy. Yeah, I understand they can't be choosy, but it's like, why even give somebody something if you can't give your best, or give something that you can afford to give away, but it's something that if you was in that situation, you would want. Like, if you was in that situation, would you want expired food? Would you want old nasty clothes that got, you know, from somebody else's naked body that's been nasty or diseased up? You know, if you're going to give away and take the time to give away, why not? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't agree with, and that's my perspective, and that's just what I'm sharing today on my channel as I think about this, is that I'm not going to take my time and give away nothing unless it's something that I would appreciate somebody else giving, you know, to me. You know, I wouldn't give somebody some bullshit because, well, that's they shouldn't complain about it. You know, they poor, they can't afford nothing else. Ooh, I don't like that. I remember a homeless guy came. Yeah, I was saying, I remember a homeless guy came in one time and he was like, you know, the staff is eating and ordering good food and eating it in front of me, and gave me some expired stuff, you know. And I feel as though those that give away the money and the grants, the loans and stuff like that for these people, to help take care of these people specifically, it should be ongoing investigations. Like, you know, this should be ongoing investigations. Just like in the hospital, you have JACO and Joint Commission investigating certain things in the hospital. I think the same thing should go on the outside too, and how people take care of one another. You know, that's then you go into even deeper than that. Like, I wasn't put here to make people suffer for whatever they do, whether it's things that they can't control or things that they can control, or the decisions that they made or decisions they didn't know how to make, or decisions they refused to make that are different than mine or yours or somebody else's. You know, that's none of my business. But if I can help, I can help. And it won't be in a, I don't know, I call it nasty way.
What does true giving look like? For me, it begins with an honest moment. Would I be grateful to receive this myself? This simple question has changed the way I give. It's helped me see that dignity is not a luxury but a need. I've seen in shelters and clinics that expired food or torn clothes don't feel like compassion, they feel like leftovers. I've heard gratitude, yes, but also quiet resignation. I've also seen faces light up from a clean meal, a warm jacket, or a kind word, a sign that someone genuinely cared. Real giving isn't about emptying shelves or closets. It's about pausing to remember that every item, every gesture carries meaning. It's an act of empathy, not an obligation. I'm not here to tell anyone how to give. My hope is just to share this perspective. Whenever we reach out, let's keep dignity and kindness at the center. When we give in a way that honors the humanity in another person, that's when our actions ripple out and truly make a difference. Thank you for listening. May we each find meaningful ways to give, ways we be proud to receive ourselves.
The golden rule of giving. Personal reflection. In my years working in healthcare and walking alongside people from all walks of life, one truth has remained clear. How we give matters just as much, if not more, than what we give. I've seen kindness genuinely transform someone's day, and I've seen well-meaning gestures fall short, sometimes even cause an unintended hurt. What I share now isn't advice or a command, it's simply my perspective, shaped by those personal experiences and the lessons I've learned from patience and people who've crossed my path. The golden rule of giving. Lyric. Empty hands reach out, a silent plea, not for pity but a moment of dignity. Sometimes what arrives it can past expiry, or worn clothes unwashed feels less like a gift, more like an afterthought. It made me wonder, is this compassion or just checking a box? Are we offering what we would accept ourselves or just what's convenient?
Oh, the golden rule, gentle and true. Would you want this given back to you? If we wouldn't need it, if we never wear it with pride, then maybe it's not the gift we think it is inside. True generosity uplifts, it doesn't just discard. A real offering comes from a caring heart.
A homeless man once said, "This isn't help, it just pushes us down." It made me pause. It's not about deserving or being grateful for anything. It's about respect. Because even hunger craves dignity. Even hardship deserves kindness. It's rarely about how much we give, but the thought behind what we offer.
The goal